Clark passes guess who? Diana Taurasi. Reality's coming. She's reality.
Before the world knew her name, before arenas filled and records began to fall one after another, there was just a little girl in Iowa. She wasn't famous. No one was watching her, but there she was outside day after day, rain or shine, dribbling a basketball with quiet determination and unwavering focus. She didn't need crowds or cameras. Even at a young age, Caitlin carried herself with a calm confidence, a sense that she belonged on the court, no matter the stage or audience. This is the story of Caitlin Clark, a story of heart, perseverance, and an unbreakable dream that started in a quiet driveway in Iowa and grew into a movement that forever changed women's basketball. From those early hours spent shooting under the fading light to breaking records and capturing hearts nationwide, her journey is a testament to the power of dedication and belief. Caitlin Clark was born on January 22, 2002, in Des Moines, Iowa. There were no flashing cameras or headlines waiting for her arrival. Her parents, Brent and Ann Clark, weren't famous athletes, but sports were deeply woven into their family life. Brent had played college baseball and basketball at Simpson College, not for glory, but because he loved the game. Ann was the steady force behind the family, always present, always cheering, always supporting. In the Clark household, sports weren't just something to watch on weekends. They were a way of life. The television was often tuned to basketball games. Backyard competitions were common, and conversations at the dinner table were filled with talk of strategy, effort, and heart. Caitlin was more than just a quiet listener. Even as a young child, she absorbed every word, every move, every play she saw. When she was around 5 years old, Caitlin picked up her first basketball. From that very moment, it was clear this was no ordinary game to her. The ball fit perfectly in her hands.
She knows how to lay it out on a dime. Her court vision is impeccable, and now her teammates are ready to catch the ball. They trust she's going to get it where it needs to be. But y'all, the favorite part of my game from Caitlin Clark is this behind the back pass. Come on now.
Come on.
I love it. I love it. And that wasn't just one time. She does that on a frequent and drops it right there. Perfect to Aaliyah Boston.
So let me just sprinkle in, because you mentioned AB. Two of those highlights, I believe, were a Clark-Boston connection. Those two have been the second best scoring duo in the league behind Asia Wilson and Jackie Young.
And she didn't just dribble for fun. She attacked every practice with fierce focus. No one had to tell her to practice. No one forced her. She simply wanted to over and over again. That first bounce of the basketball on the pavement wasn't just a game. It was the spark, the beginning of a fire that would grow inside her. Quiet but powerful. Caitlin was just a little girl in Iowa, but inside her, something unshakable had begun to take root. A fierce hunger to be more, to go further, and to one day light up the world of basketball. Between 2010 and 2015, while most people had never even heard her name, Caitlin Clark was quietly building something extraordinary in small gyms across Iowa. She wasn't on magazine covers. She wasn't making headlines, but whispers about her talent began to spread. By the time she was in 6th grade, Caitlin wasn't just playing, she was dominating. She scored 60 points in a single game. That's right, 60 points. Not over a season, but in just one game. It wasn't only the numbers that made her stand out. It was how she played. Her shot was smooth and effortless. Her confidence was unmistakable, and her ability to see the court was beyond her years, almost like she could predict what was coming next. She didn't move like a kid learning the game. She moved like she belonged, like she was born for the court. While many kids her age were inside playing video games or scrolling on phones, Caitlin was outside in the cold, the rain, or even snow, shooting ball after ball, hour after hour. Because she understood early on that greatness doesn't come from taking it easy. It comes from obsession, from falling in love with the grind, from working harder than anyone else. Parents whispered to each other, "Watch that girl. You won't believe what she can do." The buzz was quiet, but growing. And yet, Caitlin didn't let it change her. She didn't chase attention or let it distract her. She just kept playing, kept training, and kept smiling. For Caitlin, this wasn't about fame. It was about something much deeper, a passion, and a purpose that no one could fully see yet. And no one, not even Caitlin herself, could have predicted just how far that quiet fire would burn. From 2016 to 2020, Caitlin Clark stepped into Downing Catholic High School carrying a quiet confidence and a fire burning deep inside her. She wasn't there just to blend in or be another talented freshman. From the very first game, everyone knew she was something different. She wasn't just scoring points. She was taking over every court she played on.
Which teams would I not want to see in the playoffs? And that's where you brought up the fever. I think
By her junior year, Caitlin was putting up over 32 points per game, dominating games like a seasoned pro. And when the pressure was highest, she didn't just handle it, she thrived. Every time she stepped onto the court, you could feel the energy shift like something huge was about to happen. Most of the time, it did. By the time she reached her senior year, she was ranked number 4 nationally, earned the prestigious honor of being a McDonald's All-American, and had scholarship. But Caitlin didn't follow the path of the most famous schools. Instead, she made a choice that surprised many. She chose Iowa, her home state. It wasn't the easy choice, but it was the one that mattered most to her. She once said, "I didn't want to join greatness, I wanted to build it." And build it she did. Caitlin Clark wasn't just chasing a dream, she was creating one. Right where it all started, in Iowa, in 2020, as the world came to a halt because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Caitlin Clark was quietly preparing for something huge. While arenas sat empty and schools closed, she was working harder than ever in a small gym at the University of Iowa. That fall, she officially joined the Iowa Hawkeyes, not just as a recruit, but as a player many already believed could transform the program. When her freshman season began, Caitlin didn't ease into college basketball. She exploded onto the scene. She led the entire NCAA in scoring, averaging an astounding 6 points per game along with 1 assists and nearly 6 rebounds per game. In just her first 10 games, she scored 30 or more points 6 times, showcasing an offensive prowess rarely seen before. Her deep three-pointers seemed effortless, and her passes sliced through defenses like she could predict every move before it happened.
But to me, the numbers bear it out. They've been on terrific tear since the All-Star break, but it also looks like they're playing with joy.
But it wasn't just about the stats. Caitlin played with a joy and fearless confidence that lit up every arena, even if it was empty. Suddenly, people weren't watching Iowa basketball for the school. They were watching Caitlin Clark. Every game became an event. And every time she stepped on the court, the excitement was electric. Even as a freshman, Caitlin wasn't just playing the game. She was giving fans something to believe in. She wasn't adjusting to college basketball. She was proving she belonged at the very top. She was no longer just the breakout freshman everyone was talking about. She had become the face of women's college basketball. Wherever she went, the cameras followed. Every shot she took, every pass she made, every moment on the court was under a microscope. People asked if she could handle the pressure. Could she live up to the hype? Caitlin didn't flinch. She did what she always did. She played with fierce determination. That season, she averaged 27 points per game along with 8 assists and nearly 9 rebounds. She wasn't just scoring points. She was leading, creating opportunities, and dominating in every aspect of the game. Night after night. In arenas packed with fans and buzzing with expectations, Caitlin transformed pressure into fuel and made the court her stage.